Hello everybody, we are back here on the Hunter Call of the Wild, one day closer to the release of Way of the Hunter. But let's go ahead and jump back into the Red Deer grind, hit it as hard as we can today, and just see what we can end up getting. Want to try and get as much big males as possible. Let's see, can we get this guy before we need to change the time? Yes, we can. Hey, Smash, how's it going, man? Turkey, Diamond, Adventure, Copper, Atlantic, Miranda, Tyzom, Liam, Copper, Varix, Jay, Honcho, Norwegian Hunter, Dill Pickle, Jonathan. How's it going, everybody? Hopefully you're all doing great today. Yes, exactly, Turkey Diamond. I did get something really incredible when I was hunting whitetail. But I'm not going to tell you anything else. The rest is a secret until 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time today, where the video will go live. Let's just say, I'm going to say it right now, guys. This is the best trophy I have ever killed in Call of the Wild. It is literally the best trophy that I have ever found in all of my time playing Call of the Wild, so I hope that gets you guys excited for today's video, because it's going to be insane. Ramil, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate that. Hopefully I said your name correctly. Thanks to your guide, got my first great one this morning. Learned so much watching you. Nice, dude. That is so awesome to hear. I'm glad that you got your great one off of the guide. That is super awesome to hear. And thank you for the super chat once again. Really appreciate it, man. Looking forward to the vid. I think you're gonna like it, man. I think you're gonna like it. Hey, Fishing with Jace. But anyway, as you guys can see right here, I have managed to get this zone to go to all fours, so we honestly don't even need this tent anymore. I've filled this zone up to the max that it can possibly go, as far as I know. So we can officially abandon this zone and use this tent for something else, which is amazing. You'll love to see it. The question is, where do we put this tent? Because I know there's definitely a few places that it would be good at. It's just going to be a matter of deciding which one is where we actually want to place it. Hey, Crayfish, it's going good, dude. Doing good. My voice is a little bit like cracky today. Right as I say that, it had a voice crack. That's what happens when the allergies are hitting and you wake up late, don't have time to get ready. Not really, Caleb. Nothing good on the bear grind, sadly. The bear grind has been a rough one. Ethan, thank you so much for the super chat, dude. Really appreciate it. Got 2 capercaillies last night. Love your vids. Thank you, dude. And that's awesome, man. The capercaillies are probably one of my favorite upland birds on Revon Thule. So nice. So nice. And just like that, they're down. What are my thoughts about Way of the Hunter? Oh, it's my favorite game now, Lil Soup. It is my favorite game. I cannot wait until I'm allowed to show you guys footage, because it is my favorite game now. It is that good. Oh, and also I've been saving this guy for you guys for me to take on stream. I ended up getting this guy to spawn last night. Just a little level 5 piebald, but you know, it's still a piebald regardless, so I figured we would take it out on stream. Trying herd management on lions. What do I shoot and leave? I would leave anything that's like level 4 and below still. And if that doesn't really show any results, maybe do 5 and below. Because I don't exactly know what the balancing would be with lions, since there's not a lot of lions on the map. Should be good. Yeah, there he goes. Got him down. What are my go-to weapons? Normally my go-to would be the 308 and the 300 Magnum, 22 LR, and the 243. And those will cover like all classes amongst them all. However, recently I've been using the M1 instead of the 308 because I've had a little bit of bad luck with the 308 at long range this update. I don't know if it's just me or if it's actually an issue, but I've noticed some inaccuracies at long range. Yeah, I could imagine that, Johnny. I mean, I imagine that herd management with lions would probably end up being something like how herd management is with bears. Herd management with bears, the way that iBuy Premiums was doing it, he got it to a point at one time where he was stacking 9s and all he had was like 2 zones left that he could grind. I imagine lions would be like that as well. Like you'd probably get most of your zones to have the small ones and then there'd be like maybe 4 lions that you could shoot back and forth. That might be how it ends up with lion herd management, but it's hard to say. Alright, well that is a very, very small piebald red deer. 133.50. You know, still a piebald. I will always take a rare over a diamond at this point in the grind. So that is cool to get. Nice little level 5. Hopefully today we'll have more in store for us than just a level 5 piebald though. Yeah, Caden, that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. Nice, Boo, that's awesome. A year and 4 months. Holy. You know, time flies by, man. It really does. Hey, Borgar, how's it going? I hope so, Norwegian. I hope so, man. I have been wanting one so bad, and we just haven't got lucky enough. Random 7 arrive into its zone. What's the best way to spawn a rare male? Only shoot the males. If you're having issues where only the females are coming back as rares, it means you're shooting too many females and not enough males. I'd say only shoot the males, don't shoot the females. That way, the only thing that could come back as a rare is a male. And at that point, it's just up to chance as to whether or not you actually will get one to spawn as a male. Thanks, Duxton. I'm glad that you liked it. I can't believe how my luck's been the last couple days. First that albino lion, and now we've got the trophy that'll be featured in today's video. It's been a crazy couple days. It really has. I've been pretty shocked at how the luck has turned around. Like, obviously, we've been having great luck for red deer, but that's just because of herd management. The fact that we're finally getting some good stuff outside of herd management is pretty amazing. Love to see it. Thanks, Miranda. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. Glad that you enjoyed the video. Oh, and guys, now that I have been able to remove all of the tents from this location, since it has just completely stopped producing anything, I put one tent here to check both of these zones, and I got a tent right here to take down these stags that randomly show up at times. And now that we've got another tent we can drop down, I'm thinking of putting it back up here just so we can keep tabs on what happens at this lake, because you never know when something could just randomly arrive there again. Can you explain what herd management is? Herd management is only hunting a specific range of levels. So for the red deer grind, what we're doing is I'm only shooting level 5s and above, and I only do that. No matter how many I get on my map that are 4 and below, I don't shoot them. And at this point, I've got over 80 level 4 and below stags, and because there's so many of them on the map, it's causing the rest of them to more consistently spawn as diamonds. That's, I think, the easiest way I could explain it. It's basically just making your herds have tons of low-level ones so that the game is like, oh, there's a lot of low-level stuff. We should probably spawn some high-level stuff. Yes, Turkey Diamond. I've been playing Way of the Hunter for like 5 days, I think. I think it's 5 days at this point. And I can tell you it's my favorite game. It is so good. Like, it is above and beyond anything we could have expected. I have been just like so blown away and impressed by the intricacy of the game. It's crazy. So much detail. Like, my gosh. I can't obviously state specifics, but let's just say it literally is the most detailed hunting game I've ever played. I am so impressed. I don't really compare it to Call of the Wild, McLovin. It's not a Call of the Wild competitor. That's I think the biggest misconception is that everybody thinks it's gonna kill Call of the Wild, but it's not a Call of the Wild style game. It's very different, so I don't think it's gonna hurt Call of the Wild. The only people that will leave Call of the Wild for Way of the Hunter are people that want realism over the kind of fast-paced arcadey action that Call of the Wild gives. That's really the only people that will leave Call of the Wild for Way of the Hunter. I like both types of hunting games, so I'm going to be playing both. I love the fast-paced Great One grinding, and I also love the realism that Way of the Hunter brings, so I'm going to be playing both of them. But it's definitely an awesome game. I'm very excited to be able to show gameplay. Oh yeah, I could definitely see that, Cash. I could definitely see that. I'm curious if he got early access as well. I haven't seen him playing it recently, so I don't know. Oh, dropped him. Smoked. Imagine a Great One catfish. That would be interesting. Yeah, the angler will be awesome. I'm excited for the angler. My gosh, guys, there's so many games to play this month. Like, we've got Way of the Hunter. We obviously have Call of the Wild still. And then the angler is also coming out. It's gonna be an action-packed month. You probably could, Daniel. I've seen that 5 and above seems to work the best, though, but you can try different things. You know, the good thing about that, if you were to do 6 and above, is if for some reason it wasn't working and you wanted to switch it up to killing 5 and above, it would be pretty easy to just go around and slaughter all the 5s that you've stacked up. So I'd say feel free to try it with a 6 and above. It's probably better to do 6 and above than to start with 5 and above and then not like it. So yeah, I'd say try 6 and above, and then if you're not getting the results that you want, then it should be easy to just go and shoot all the 5s. I'm 24, Borger. 24. Herd management for Grizzly? Not sure, because I haven't really done it for them. I would imagine it's the same thing as Red Deer, 5 and above. If I were to take a guess. Though they do have less animals on the map, so hard to say. Maybe it would be a little bit lower even. Maybe it would be 4 and above for Grizzly. I mean, essentially you're just trying to load the map with a bunch of low levels, so I don't know. I don't know how it would work for Grizzly. I'd say start with 5 and above, and if that isn't really giving results, then do 4 and above. Well, that happens, Escape. That happens to me as well. It does work. It's just, the big thing is, once you get a ton of 4s, you gotta figure out where the rest of the stags are on the map. Like, you'll see that you'll end up having a lot of times where you gotta move locations, and you will get situations where you shoot the 4s and they become diamonds. That is totally normal. But if you only shoot the 5s and above, you get more consistent diamonds. Like, you guys have seen what I've been able to do. I've had like 3 diamonds spawn off of 1 run from only shooting 5 and above. I'd say it's not really worth it to shoot the 4s because then you gotta wait for them to become 4s again before your herds will get back to being like their prime. At least that's what I've noticed. Whenever I shoot a few 4s to try and like swap high levels and low levels in a herd, then it takes a couple runs before my red deer get back to producing consistent diamonds. That's just me though. It might just be the way that I'm doing it. I mean, considering it's a one-of-a-kind, I'd say, yeah, MX4, it probably would be considered rare. I mean, it's a mission animal that you can only get from the Tiawaroa missions, so only people that have done the missions would have it. Let's say, yeah, it's probably considered a rare. At the very minimum, you can at least say that it's a unique fur type. Only 3 and above fallow deer? That might be a good way to do it, Cole. I really want to try the herd management on some other animals. I don't know if I want to do it on whitetail. I've been doing it on whitetail for Rev, and I don't know if Rev on Thule whitetail is going to be for me. I'm almost thinking about moving the grind to Rancho. Because after playing it a little bit last night, when I ended up getting that cool trophy that is going to be shown off today, I don't know. I just don't necessarily enjoy the Rev whitetail grind. It's very slow compared to my normal style. Like, there's too many lakes that I have to visit in order to get a lot of whitetail. On Rancho, I can just hunt like 3 or 4 lakes and I'm good. Herd management on mountain hares. Oh gosh, no, no. That'd be terrible. Whenever I'm allowed to, Jay, I made an announcement in the community tab of my channel. If you missed that, then that's got all the information. What's the plan for the stream today? By the way, love your vids and you're my favorite YouTuber. Well, thank you, Caden. I appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that, dude. And today we're pretty much just going to be hunting red deer. Hopefully finding something good. Herd management, what is that? Herd management is shooting level 5s and above only for red deer. Obviously, the levels that you shoot will vary based on the species. However, for red deer, essentially what you're doing is shooting all of the level 5s and above, and then leaving everything that's 4 and below. And the longer you do that, the more of them will respawn as 4s. And when you get to a certain point, the 4s will just completely stop spawning because you'll have so many of them on the map, and that'll cause the rest of the red deer to respawn as diamonds more often. We're getting a diamond every 30 to 50 kills at this point. It's a pretty insane tactic to try and get more super rares, which is what we're attempting to do. I've got an entire video on it. I would recommend checking that out. It's in my guides playlist. Alright, let's go to this lake for the last one. Yeah, Elijah, it's pretty crazy. It's definitely easiest on red deer. On red deer, it's pretty easy to get it going, but with other species, it can be kind of difficult. No, mighty, they're not rare. Spirit brown bears are an uncommon. Thank you, Norwegian Hunter. I appreciate that, man. Glad you love the content. That is a beautiful 7. I think that was good. Yeah, it was. Beautiful. I will be right back, guys. I need to go heat up my coffee real quick. We're back, guys. We are back. The Crow has returned. I know, it's incredible. You never thought Crow would return, but here he is. Red Deer came to see Crow. I saw that. They were just hanging out, man. They're like, "Yo, you've been shooting all of us. What are you doing here?" Do we have anything good over here? That is the question. Hasn't been anything good here in a while. And that trend is continuing. Nice, Collide. That's awesome, dude. Hey, Brobra, how's it going, dude? It really is, Brobra. It really is. Alright, nothing too crazy there. Should we bring a tent back up here? I think we should. And then we will, go to the main menu. Oh, definitely, Ivana. It is 100% worth it. 100% worth it. Absolutely love that rifle pack. Oh, I looked at chat and I hit a tree. No, Mighty. In fact, I haven't been hunting in probably like 6 or 7 years. Shoot almost everything with the 308. Yeah, the 308's a beast. Very good rifle. More like 308's worth of the other two are trash. Yeah, kind of. Not gonna lie, the 223 AR is very underwhelming, and so is the 22. Hey, Aiden, you haven't missed too much yet, man. We took down a level 5 piebald, but other than that, not really anything too crazy. Oh, definitely, Daniel. Definitely. And it would be nice if it could take Class 9, but sadly, even the 300 shouldn't be able to take Class 9, to be honest. There's not too many places that let you hunt Cape Buffalo and lions with a 300 Magnum. In fact, I don't think you really can anywhere, because they are considered dangerous game. Hey, Mason, you only missed a piebald level 5. Hey, Julie, how's it going? What's better, 308 or M1? They're pretty equal, but the 308 has, less recoil. Other than that, they're pretty even, but I think the lack of recoil on the 308 really makes it better. It's so much easier to control. And that is why it's probably the best of the two. No, Cedric, it didn't mess it up. The grind is still, going strong. Alright, let's drop this tent right here. Where is it? There we go. This way we can at least view this area. Now let's head to the main menu and start the next run. But let's first check around here, see what has moved here since we stopped hunting it. Ooh, a level 6, okay. So that's definitely not something we want to have over here. Two 4s, okay, that's a good sign. Another 4, a 5, okay. Didn't want to see a 5 here. So there's a 5 and a 6 that have moved into this area. Not ideal, but you know, it is what it is, I guess. Okay, that we don't want here. We're gonna kill him. Even though I'm not really gonna go claim him, we'll take him down anyway. Because he is definitely the size that we would like to have at other locations. Gotta go pack, about to go home from vacation. Be back later. Alright, Miranda, no worries. I'm at 13 level 9s and 580 kills. Is that any good? Yeah, it's decent. That's not bad, Kathy. Not bad at all. Do you plan to do a gator grind? Probably not. We've already got everything we wanted for gators. I've got all the rares. I've got a couple diamonds. So, I don't think so. I think we're good on gators. What does going to the main menu and coming back do? It calms down everything on the map. So whenever you go to the main menu, if they had been scared by your gunshots or anything, they'll calm down. And also they'll return to their need zones if you spook them away from the need zones. So it's a good way to get them back to their zones quickly. Excuse me. Hey, Alloy, how's it going, dude? Gotta go pack. Oh, yeah, I already read that. For Brown Bear Grind, what time should I set on Medved? I actually don't know what they changed their time to. I'm sure somebody in chat probably knows, though. Ethan, thank you so much for the super chat, dude. Really appreciate it. You've come so far, Scarecrow. Love the content. Well, thank you, dude. I appreciate that. And yeah, the channel's been doing very well recently. I am extremely grateful for the growth recently. I mean, right now we're only 750 subs away from 60,000, which is crazy to think about. It's 20-0? Oh gosh, that's terrible. How many hours have I put into this game? Almost 4,100. Currently I'm at like 4,050, I think. Which is a lot. A lot of time. Hey, Revive, how's it going, man? Good to see you. Get that little 7 out of the zone over here. Oh, definitely, Johnny. I hope they don't do that to the bears on SRP. I hope they make SRP like the only map where bears are, like, insane. Though, I guess that's kind of how it is currently. It's the only map where they're super insane. Not liking the lack of stags I'm seeing over here. This definitely is not normal. Probably 10% is just red deer grind. Probably, man. Would not doubt it. I'd say between red deer and whitetail. Red deer and whitetail probably make up like at least a third of my time played. Between those two. Should I buy this game? If you enjoy hunting games that aren't super difficult to get into, I'd say yeah, Matt. Call of the Wild's probably one of the easier hunting games to get into, and it's a lot of fun if you enjoy, like, grinding for rare trophies. And it's a beautiful game as well. Oh gosh, there's all of our stags went to that. Okay, so that's where all of these stags went. I was gonna say last night I had like 7 shootable stags in this zone. They moved over there. They just all clustered up right there. That's... I mean, to be honest, that's not as good as having them here because now they're gonna flee before I can kill them all. Subaru, thank you so much for the super chat. Hoping for a super rare for you today. Hopefully, man, hopefully we will. And thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Let's smoke them. Ooh, we gotta get that 7. Can't let him get away because he's a nice one. Oh, accidentally clicked out of my scope. Not vitals. Not vitals at all. Is Quattro a good map for a Great One grind? It's not bad, but it's not amazing either. Tiawaroa is by far the best. Tiawaroa has the most consistent red deer spawns in the entire game, and it's also just easy to hunt them on Tiawaroa because they are in such a good selection of locations. Like, the areas that you can find red deer on this map are very easy to hunt. Unfortunately, Quattro, they're more spread out, which makes it a little bit more difficult to grind them. But Quattro's definitely a grindable map. Like, you can still have pretty decent luck with the Red Deer Great One on Quattro. It's just, you won't get stags down quite as quickly as you could on Tiawaroa. And apparently Parque Fernando's actually pretty good now, too. Oh, did he die or did he just go out of render? I don't actually know. Oh god, oh gosh, where is everything? This fog, man. This fog is terrible. This fog is absolutely awful. Nice, G-Dog, that's awesome. Hey, Caitlin. How you doing? Fishing with Jace, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it, dude. Thank you so much. Generous as always. 8 level 9s. Nice, Snaggy. Parquet's way better than Quattro for Red Deer now. So does that mean that Parquet... Or not Parquet. Does that mean that, Quattro Colinas is just slowly being dethroned as a good Red Deer map? Is it possible that now it's only better than Hirsch? That's crazy that it goes Tiawaroa, Parque Fernando, Quattro Colinas, and then Hirschfelden. That's crazy. I mean... Pre-update. It was kind of a 50-50 tie between Quattro and Tiawaroa. Tiawaroa was definitely the best when it came to how many red deer you could kill in a short amount of time, but it was at nighttime, so a lot of people liked Quattro Colinas over it. Now with this update, I don't see any reason not to grind on Tiawaroa or Parquet for red deer then. Seems like they are just overall better maps for it. Just based off my experience with Tiawaroa and what you've been saying about Parquet, Johnny, it seems like they are definitely the two go-to maps for a red deer grind. We might have to try a Parquet grind at some point. Maybe after we get the red one, the Red Deer Great One off of Tiawaroa, maybe we will attempt it on Parquet as well. Just to see if we can manage to make it work. Quattro's dead to me now. Poor Quattro. It was once my favorite map before I did YouTube, and now look at it. Poor old Quattro. I think Quattro needs a new species. Like, right now it gets kind of neglected because a lot of people don't like the Ibex. Red deer are better on other maps. The wolves are cool. And the Mouflon are cool, but it doesn't have a lot else going for it anymore. They screwed up making Mouflon drink at night. Oh, that's right, they did. Oh gosh. I don't know why they make animals drink at night anymore. I think it's pretty obvious that nobody likes that. I don't know too many people that enjoy hunting at night for drink zones. Like, I get it for some things they want it to be realistic, like bears drinking at night, wolves drinking at night. But I think at a point you gotta kind of just go with what your audience wants and what the players want. So I don't know why they make them drink at night anymore. It's honestly probably the worst thing you can do for a species on any map. The second you make them drink at night, it pretty much makes it so half the community won't ever hunt for them again. Oh, nice, Revive. I didn't know they drank early morning now. That's cool. When you buy this game, what animal should you hunt? I would recommend starting with red deer, Matt. I would say, if you have the money to do it, buy Tiabaroa as well as the base game. Because not only is it a great map, but there's also a pretty awesome rifle that comes with it. And so I'd say go for that and then hunt some red deer. Red deer are really good money, and they are probably one of the coolest species in the game. And you have the possibility of getting a great one whenever you hunt them. With the great one being like the ultimate trophy to look for in the game for a lot of people. What comes with Tiabaroa? The 303 bolt action. Absolute beast of a rifle. A lot of people's favorite bolt action class 4 to 8 rifle in the game. I love it. I think it's an awesome gun. Very powerful. I think it's almost as powerful as the 7mm. What map do I recommend for a great one whitetail grind? Definitely Rancho del Arroyo. After playing a little bit of Revon Tule recently for this great one grind that we've started up for whitetail, I think I still prefer Rancho. Rancho's the easiest great one grinding map, at least. I think Revon Tule's probably got more deer, but they're also spread out more. So I guess it depends. Do you want lots of deer, or do you want them to be easy to hunt? If you want them to be easy to hunt, Rancho's the way to go. If you want numbers, Revon Tule and Mississippi are probably the way to go. They both seem to have more options for, like, mass amounts of deer. But overall, I think Rancho's probably the best for great one grinding. I think Rancho will forever be the king of whitetail. Nice, Collide. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. You're doing both Revive? Nice. Which one has been easier for you? I'm curious. Which map have you found to be the best? Because I always find that on Rancho, they don't move around as much. But then on Revon Tule, I'm already noticing them moving. And I've just barely started the grind. Well, how much time does it take you, Walker? Because I base it on how many deer I can kill in an hour. On Rancho del Arroyo, I can kill upwards of like 50 or 60 whitetail per hour. And then on Revon Tule, I'm lucky if I get 25 or 30 in an hour. So I base it off of how many I can kill per hour. And it also depends on the grinding method you're using. Whenever I'm hunting Rancho del Arroyo, I have claiming tents, which is essentially tents placed on the zones so that you can fast travel, claim the animals, and then move on super fast. With Revon Tule, they're so spread out I can't do that, so it makes it so it takes longer for me. On Rancho, I can just hunt 4 lakes and dedicate all 16 tents to those 4 lakes, and it makes it super quick. And I think Rancho's the only map where they don't move around constantly during a grind. Riptide, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate that, dude. Hope you've been doing great. Ooh, big mythical. What's up, Crow? How's the stream going? Is playing Way of the Hunter and having early access going to affect your relationship with EW? No, it won't. It won't, Riptide. They don't, that's not really how it works, you know? Like, just because I play one game doesn't mean another game isn't going to want me to play their content. You can enjoy multiple games at once, you know? Appreciate the super chat, though, dude. As always, big thanks. But yeah, it's not going to affect anything with EW. Think of it this way, like, with the channel starting to reach the, like, higher subscriber count that we've got now of almost 60,000, and the fact that there's 300 to 400 of you that watch every stream, and the videos do decently well still, to EW, it doesn't matter if I play other games, they would still want to give me early access because they would show off the content to a large amount of people. And so in the end, it helps both the creator and the game developers. So they're not gonna stop giving access to somebody just because they enjoy another game as well. Because at the end of the day, anytime I play like an early access build of one of their DLCs, it still exposes the DLC to a bunch of people that may not have seen it in the EW streams. Oh yeah, it definitely did, Johnny. Madden died a long time ago. And by Madden died, I mean it stopped being good. Oh yeah, super excited for the Angler. That game's gonna be awesome. Alright, Miranda, no worries. Thanks for dropping in. How do you dismantle a tree stand? Hit the reload button. You look right at the tree stand and then hit the reload button. Yeah, exactly, Revive. Like, when it comes to early access content, it is beneficial to both the game creators and the content creators. Like 5 days ago, Julie. Something like that, 4 or 5 days ago. Been having an absolute blast on it as well. It's been a fun experience. What map would I want EW to make next? You know, that's a tough one. I'd say probably Africa 2.0, Australia, or a Texas game ranch. Like, that's my top 3. I honestly don't know which one I would want more, because all of them sound like they would be amazing. If they could do one of those, I would be incredibly happy. You know, we've had a ton of big piebalds this grind. When are we gonna get a big albino or melanistic? I have yet to see a level 8 albino or melanistic in this entire, like, 5,000 kills. Oh yeah, definitely, Johnny. Definitely. Lots of potential with a African reserve. Nice, Jonah. Yeah, my wife just joined the chat. That means we're gonna find 7 great ones. Because we know how that luck works. Every time she joins, we find something insane. What is it gonna be today? What's the insane trophy gonna be? Maybe a great one? And not just a great one, maybe a 280s great one, which is like one of the rarest great ones you could get. Imagine. That'd be insane. It's just under 50,000, Liam. It's around like 48,500 or 49,000, somewhere in that range. It's not 100% accurate though, because the codex is broken. The codex has broke like 2 times since I started playing, so it didn't track a bunch of stuff. Back when I first got back into the game when Truax was added, there was a time period where for some people it just did not track any of your kills. And then there was also another time period where it incorrectly tracked them and counted silvers as golds, golds as diamonds, and diamonds as great ones, so that was an interesting time. I don't really follow the Codex's stats too closely because of how busted it's been over the years. Unfortunately, it's not super reliable for players that have been playing for quite a long time. What's max weight for red deer? 240 kgs. You know, we got a ton of mythicals at this lake. That is a lot of big males back to back to back. I wonder if we'll get a great one off of them. I hope so. Piebald mallards are actually a common, I'd say. They come along so often, I'd say they're probably a common. I don't think they're quite difficult enough to find to be an uncommon. So I definitely say piebald mallards are a common. That's a common, I believe, G-Dog. It's either common or uncommon, but I think it is a common. I know spirit is an uncommon. Nice, Flair, that's pretty crazy. I know I Buy Premiums has 2 Great One Black Bear on his map at the moment that he's been stacking. That's crazy if somebody else did something similar. How is your feeling? Is the Great One close? I don't know. The only times where... You know, it's really difficult to judge because... I feel like every single time that I've got a Great One, the moments leading up to it were different. When I got my first Great One, it showed up just randomly out of nowhere. There was literally nothing good before it, and just out of nowhere, boom, Great One. When we got, the second Great One, it was an initial spawn, so there really wasn't anything to, like, judge. Third Great One showed up after we noticed a bunch of wonky deer on the map, but I really feel like there was no correlation between those, the more that I think about it. And then the Great One Red Deer, it showed up just randomly after a run as well. Like, I didn't get anything special the previous run. And then, with the most recent Great One Red Deer, the only thing I can pinpoint that I did different was I started doing herd management 2 runs before getting it. Though I don't think it would have been long enough for that to really have taken effect. So I don't think there really is, like, any way that you can say, oh, I'm close to a Great One. There's a diamond. Nice, first diamond of the day. Alright, let's get a little bit further back to take these shots. Nice, Vibe, that's a big one, dude. When you set it on the drink zone, Liam, it will not spook them because they haven't rendered. Like, you'll notice there's the drink zone right here that we just hunted. Because I was sitting on top of this zone, none of the animals were rendered in, which means they can't spook off. That way, when I fast travel away to claim these ones will be unspooked and I can hunt those as well. That is pretty much why we do it. That's a 5 right there, I think. Yeah, it's a 5 right there. We need to take down both of these 5s. But they're kind of being stubborn. Oh, he turned! No, you silly red deer. I think that was good. Yeah, it was. There we go. Beautiful. Love to see it. Gosh, that didn't hit the brain. Unfortunate. Was really hoping that would. Alright, so there's our diamond. That does appear to be... I think it's Big Rack. I don't think that's the small one. Yeah, it's Big Rack. So it's got a chance of being like a high 260s, maybe even 270s. Oh gosh, Johnny, 407 hours. Wow. Oh, there's a 6 just out of nowhere. Okay, this dude's just running straight at us. That's beautiful. You love to see it. Nice, nailed him. So many dead red deer. Love to see it. Nice, Dad Hunter. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, Thad, I do. It's been probably like 6 or 7 years since I've been able to, though. Maybe not quite 6 or 7 now that I think of it. I think it's been 5 years since I hunted last. Sadly, had no luck. There's that random hind we accidentally slaughtered. Poor thing. That poor thing. Got my first time at Black Bear today after 8 trolls. Jeez, 8 trolls before getting a diamond. That's kind of crazy. That is some pretty unlucky numbers. Very unlucky numbers. Are cinnamon brown bear rare? No, they're not. Wait, brown bear. No, they're not rare. Those are not a rare. For a second, I stopped to think, because, cinnamon black bear are rare, but brown bear are not. What is this guy gonna be? That looks like a pretty tight racked one. I'm gonna say 263. Oh, 265, not bad. First diamond of the day. Not bad. Took us an hour to get it, though, so we had some bad luck before it, unfortunately. Let's, run over to this guy and I'll update the diamond count as we do that. Got that, too. We still got a couple we need to grab. I believe this is the level 6 that we just unloaded into. Yeah, Colton, they are. Blonde black bear are rare. Uh, 271's about where they should score a flip for the big rack. I think mine was around that. I think my first ever big rack red deer was around that. I'm curious if we're gonna get small rack or big rack for our next one. Oh wow, really, Enno? That's crazy. That is wild. Nice, Caitlin, that's awesome. I think I saw that in Discord. I think I saw you post that. That is pretty awesome to get. Definitely a cool trophy. There's that 7. Yeah, just him. The rest of them have not arrived at their zone yet. Was so shocked when I saw him. Nice, that's awesome. Whoa, what? Where? Huh? What did I just witness? So, apparently red deer are now contortionists. So that's cool. I don't know what I just saw. We've been doing the black bear grind, Liam. I just don't stream it because I don't like hunting black bear. And I try to only stream stuff I enjoy. Because I feel like the stream is a lot more positive if I'm enjoying what I'm hunting. And I don't enjoy hunting black bear at all. They're incredibly difficult and annoying to hunt. Especially when you've been grinding them for a while. Yeah, that was a strange deer. Contortionist deer taking over the world. And taking over the YouTube shorts. Oh, and we will have a YouTube Shorts video later today as well, guys. So it won't just be the, Actually, I might post it tomorrow. I plan to do a Way of the Hunter video tomorrow, reviewing all of the dev diaries that they've released. And kind of talking about what I see in the dev diaries. And so, since it'll be a Way of the Hunter, kind of like review video on the different dev diaries they've shown, I think we'll do a couple of YouTube shorts later in the day as well. That'll be some Call of the Wild shorts. Because the recent dev diary for Way of the Hunter showed off the Lodge, and it also showed off some other stuff that they haven't shown. Lots of cool stuff was shown off in it. Yeah, Fum, I think it's better than Call of the Wild's handling, to be honest. I can't really say too much more. I can't really, like, explain the specifics of it, but I like it better than Call of the Wild's vehicles. They definitely didn't show it all, Gunny. And even if they... Well, actually, let me think. I'm trying to think of what they showed off in the dev diary. One thing I can tell you is... The Lodge that they have is plenty big for the type of game that Way of the Hunter is. I think that's the most I can say, though. I'm not going to say anything more. Just know that the Lodge is plenty big for the type of game Way of the Hunter is. There's that level 6 there. Because you guys got to remember one thing. The reason the lodges are so massive in Call of the Wild is because it's an arcade-style hunting game where diamonds and rares are not incredibly difficult to find, and so you can fill up a lodge super fast. One thing you got to remember is that Way of the Hunter is a realistic game. It's not the same type of game as Call of the Wild, so it's not going to need the same amount of... It's not going to need the same things that Call of the Wild does, you know? That's probably good, Denton. What I did when lakes filled with 4s is I abandoned them. Like, this lake is all level 4s, so I just stopped hunting it and moved to areas that had some larger stags. No, Julie, it's not that type of game, you know? Way of the Hunter's not an arcade-style hunting game, so they're not gonna have, like, diamonds. Obviously, I can't tell you, like, what they do have, because I don't know if they revealed it, but it's not going to be, like, diamonds. And I don't think they could do diamonds, because that's a Call of the Wild thing. They said in the Discord that there would be different fur variations, Spending Cloud, but they didn't really specify, like, what that meant. I don't think they really specified if they would be rare variations. What's my favorite game? Right now, Way of the Hunter is. I am incredibly excited to be able to post videos on that in like a week. But Call of the Wild is still a top game for me as well. There we go, second legendary of the day. Nothing over there, though. And why do they have a scoring system? I mean, the Hunter Classic has a scoring system. You have to have a scoring system to score your animals. $252, just barely made it. Not too bad. Let's update the count. Gosh, we didn't get him. We didn't get him good. We just barely nicked him. And out. Well, guess we're not gonna chase after that guy, as he ran quite far. Yeah, I don't know, Johnny. Maybe. Because we know they're going to have a pretty in-depth system when it comes to, like, the genetics of animals, because they've talked about that a bit. But yeah, I'm curious if that would even affect it. That's interesting. Maybe. Do you shoot the rare females? Well, since I don't shoot the females, there wouldn't be any rare females, but look at it this way. Shooting females doesn't affect your grind. The only thing that shooting a female will do is there's a chance that that female will swap places with one of the males. Oh yeah, if you love classic Goofy Dude, you will love Way of the Hunter. 100%, you will. Ah, yeah, Fum. That's understandable, man. That's understandable. But after 275 diamond red deer, like, I just can't taxi them anymore. I don't have space for them in the lodge. They're never going to get put up in any of the lodges, really. Because there's just not enough room in Call of the Wild's lodges for that many diamond red deer. That, to me, it's just not worth taxing the small ones. I'd rather just wait for the big guys, like the 270 plus. I still taxi every rare I see, though. Because rares are still difficult to find for me. Hey, speaking of rares, how's it going, buddy? Level 6? Nice! We got another piebald. Right as I'm talking about rares, we find one. Beautiful. Love to see it. Think that should have sunk into lung? Maybe not. Oh well, it's a level 6. We can probably just... Probably would help if I chambered around. I heard that having a bullet in your chamber actually helps with hunting, you know? Yeah, who would have thought it? Who would have thunk it, but it seems like it helps to actually have a bullet chambered. Come on now, man. Put your head up. I need the next shot. Come on. There we go. Alright, we got him. We got him. We saved him after all. Would I say I have good luck with great ones? Not with red deer. Only with whitetail. I think my luck with red deer great ones is terrible. I've only killed 2 great one red deer in like 11,000 kills. So that's not exactly the greatest luck with them. Took me 3,000 for my first one. Got my second one about 3,000 kills after. And now we're going on like 5,000 kills since the last one. But we're moving in the right direction, getting a few rares here and there. Still no super rare though, which is unfortunate. And, you know, like I was saying, 5k kills since our last great one. Oh, really, Collide? That's wild. 263 for the 50... Oh, speaking of 50-50 rack, there's one right there. Right as you're talking about the 50-50 rack, we get one. There is no bow hunting at launch in Way of the Hunter, Milky Man. They did say that it probably will eventually come to the game, but at launch, there is no bow hunting. And I'm assuming that has to do with probably the licensing, because they're having licensed products in the game. I imagine they probably just didn't have the budget to get licensed bows as well as licensed rifles. So there is no bows on launch, but they said it is a possibility that they will add it in the future. But the game, you know, with Call of the Wild, when it released, there was barely anything, and over the years, they've added a ton of things. I imagine Way of the Hunter will be the same. We've already got confirmed 2 new maps within the next 12 months. So it seems like they're going to do a similar cycle to Call of the Wild, where it's 2 maps per year. We shall see, though. Either way, I'm super excited for Way of the Hunter. I am so excited when I can show it off to you guys, because it has truly been some of the most fun I've had. Such a good game. So well made. Like, you can really tell that the developers took their time to, like, really pay attention to real-life hunting and, like, do the best they could to replicate it. That's the best way I can describe the game, actually. Like, it really feels like they did their research when making Way of the Hunter. Hey, CJO, how's it going, man? We just got a small piebald. We've managed to get 2 piebalds today. One I already had on the map before I started, and then one of them we just took out. Having a solid start to the day. Imagine, Nolan. I hope we get it. I hope we get a great one, red deer, today. It's been ages since we've seen one. Nice, bro moments. That's awesome, dude. No, Angry Bear, they're not. Not a rare. Hey, Karma, yeah, we've got 2 diamonds on the day. Not as crazy as some days, but we got a couple, including number 3, actually. This guy's number 3. Only 254, though. Only 254 for that rack, so yeah, let's up the diamond count by 1. Don't run me over, man. Chill. Chill. Ugh. If you weren't the 2, I'd blast you for running into me. If it was one of those 4s, would have been dead. He's so lucky he's a small male. Got a diamond moose? Nice, Snatcher. That's awesome, dude. That is awesome. That all? I think it is. Let's head up to this one now. The smallest ugly rack. Oh, that one collides. So you're talking the middle rack. You're talking about the middle rack diamond. Gotcha. There's a diamond right there. So this one, in other words, the middle rack. Gotcha. Alright, let's do a few runs of just hunting these zones right here. And we'll see how quickly we can hunt them. Eventually we'll have to go back to hunting everything, because these ones will kind of spread out the more we hunt just these zones. But it can be fun to kind of just hunt a few zones for a little bit. Oh, did not mean to exit my scope. I just screwed myself over completely there. Because I accidentally clicked the mouse wheel, and it took me out of my scope. Or took the scope off, I should say. Still got 3, though. Not bad. I know, Collide. Literally 2 for 2. It's like you're calling them or something. And... oh gosh, you are tiny. 251.90. That is the smallest of that rack we've got in a while. I did have one troll last night, though. I had that rack troll me. Not often that it trolls. Sure is interesting when it does, though. Let's hope, Nolan. Let's hope. Just realized no floaters yet? Yeah, we've been lucky today. No floaters. That's a rarity. That's very rare. Yeah, Turkey Diamond, I want a red deer super rare so bad. Like, I've had super rares before, but never a red deer, and it's crazy because that's what I hunt the most. You'd think I'd have a red deer considering they're basically all I hunt. Something like that, Seppo. It's been a lot of them, that's for sure. We've killed a lot of diamond red deer. 7 and a 6, okay. Not insane, but at least there's something here. We're not using the air gun, Hudson. But yes, the air gun that's in the game does need a DLC. Look at that boy. That's a nice diamond. 262 to 308 on the estimate. That's a big male. That's probably going to be the biggest one of the day, I'd say. Definitely seems to be. Yeah, definitely could be 270. He's kind of in the back, though, so I don't think we need to shoot him first. We can shoot some of these in front. Got a 5, a 6, and a 7, all right here. If I could get that hind to move, or him to move, even better. Beautiful. Oh, he spooked, but the one next to him didn't. Okay, I see how it is, Call of the Wild. I see how it is. Of course. Of course, he's the only one in that little cluster that spooked. Typical Call of the Wild. Gotta love it. Thank you, Call of the Wild. I didn't want to shoot him anyways. Ooh. That was probably a hard shot. Oh yeah, definitely a hard shot. Wow. Hey, I'll take it. That was insane. Hey, Bubbles, how's it going, dude? Welcome back, man. Mr. Bubbles. I'm using the M1 and the 300. That's looking 270? Could be. Definitely could be a 270. It's a big one regardless. What time do roe deer drink? I believe like 14:30, Cole. I think so, at least. It's somewhere around there. Oh, definitely not a troll. Definitely not a troll. Hey, NBS, how's it going, dude? Welcome to the stream. How do you get so many red deer at one spot? Herd management, Aiden. This has been thousands of kills. Literally like 5,000 kills of managing my herds in a specific way to get them to not only produce giants, but also to kind of go to the zones that I want. We've been doing something called herd swapping, where... or not herd swapping, but zone swapping, where basically there was a bunch of females here before. It was like maybe 5 or 6 stags and then a bunch of females. And so I'd shoot like 5 or 6 of the females, don't claim any of them. I'd go to zones that I don't like and shoot the stags out of them, don't claim them, and then go to the main menu and back into the game. And there's like a 50-50 chance that the respawns will swap zones. And that's how I was able to get so many stags at one area. Let's see this guy right here. Maybe not 270. It could be, but I think this is like a 267. Yeah, nailed it. 267. That is tax worthy though. 267 and above is what we are taxing, so I'll do that. We got a taxer finally today. Finally a taxable red deer. Not bad. And it was a hard shot. Not bad. About as close as it gets to not being one, though. So that was a little scary. Let's update our diamond count. That was my 280th diamond red deer. I call hacks on the guess, of course. Of course. Though I didn't say the decimal. This your next great one? I hope we get a great one soon. Be nice. Oh, there's another diamond. Nice. Beautiful. Love to see it. That guy's not as big, though. We're finally getting the diamonds to start picking up this stream. We started off kind of weak with only seeing one diamond in, like, the first maybe hour of the stream, and now it's starting to pick up. Might have messed him up, but it's whatever. Come on. Dude, stop walking. Turn around. Turn around, please. Please. You know what? We'll just take down that one then. What lake do I want it to spawn at? Preferably, I'd like to get the great one to spawn here. I like that spot a lot. Why are you still here, sir? You know, I'll make an exception for you. You're one of the few 4s I'll take down. Feel a great one coming? I hope so. I hope so. Great one at 299 diamonds? That'd be wild. Yeah, we definitely messed up that 9. But it's fine. Not too worried about it. I'd say blast them all, Aiden. I'd say take them out now. Come on, Hunter. Show me the way. Dude, track it, please. I don't have to be next to you for you to track it, Hunter. Come on. Speed it up, buddy. We're losing daylight here, sir. Feel a great one coming? Hopefully, dude. I feel like we do have to be close. Wait, where is the tracks? Alright, you guys are probably gonna hate me for this, but I don't think it's worth the time of tracking him. So we're just gonna leave him. We're just gonna accept the fact that he's gone. But we'll still add him to the count, because there's no way he would have trolled. That one would have definitely made diamond. Yeah, Johnny. It's just not worth the time it takes to run over there. Oh, we got 4 here this time. Okay. Interesting. First run in like 3 or 4 runs that we've seen 4 here. Very interesting. Like, I can hit all those, but how come I can't hit the one shot on that diamond, huh? Why do you restart the game so often? Because it gets the red deer back to their zones. If you have spooked them off, going to the main menu gets them back into their zones and unspooked. It helps with pretty much any grind you're doing. After you've finished a run, always go to the main menu and everything should be back in their zones and unspooked. Very useful for grinds. That is a beautiful mythical there. Love that rack. Oh, really, CJO? That is awesome, man. That's the way you want to do it. Like, that's what you want to look for. Once you can get it narrowed down, the grind is so easy from there. There we go. Wait, really, Cole? That's crazy if you did. Would you mind dropping that picture in the, Discord? Would you mind getting a picture of it and dropping in the Discord? Because I've never seen that before. Seems pretty crazy. Oh yeah, I think this is definitely the way to do it. Just grinding these 3 zones for a while. I mean, look at this. We're able to kill like 8 red deer between these 2 zones. Then like 2 or 3 at the other. That's like 11 red deer in probably 10 to 15 minutes. Actually, probably less than 10 minutes to be honest, now that I think about it. That is super efficient. I think we're going to be doing that. Let's just hunt these 3 zones for like the rest of the stream and see what we can do. We'll hunt them until they stop respawning here. Because we can always hunt other zones to get them to come back to this location if we lose them. Would I rather McDonald's or Burger King? McDonald's all the way. The last time that I had Burger King, it was the driest, most old-looking and tasting food I've had. Like, it looked like it was just sitting out all day. It was terrible. So, McDonald's all the way. I don't know why, but there's just something about Burger King where it's so hit or miss. Like, some days it's great. Other days, they literally just leave everything out, it feels. And it just ends up being super dry. Oh, because that's not like an exploit to get trophies, Fum. That's not like an exploit considered like it's not on the same level as like not claiming stuff and then leaving the game and then joining to get them to respawn. It's not quite on the level of something like that. Or doing like a mission exploit to get a rare trophy. It's not quite on the same level. This is just to make them go back to their zones. Which is like an actual mechanic of the game. Like, that's something that's built in. It's not something that's unintentional. Something like the, leaving them on the map and then, like, not claiming them and then going to the main menu to get them to respawn. That's an exploit because that's not actually intended. It's intended for them to go calm when you go to the main menu, so that's not really an exploit. I guess it really comes down to, is it something that is intended to be in the game or not? Them calming down when going to the main menu is intended, but them respawning as something new if you don't claim it, that's not intended. Same goes for, like I said, the mission exploits. Those aren't intended to be a thing, which is why it's not good to do that. Yeah, exactly, CJO. It's basically just like leaving your game for a little bit and coming back. It's the same thing, except you're just doing it more often. Don't think so, Jonah. I might leave our Great One Red Deer on the map for a little bit. Just to... What's the word? Just to kind of savor the moment. And then we'll probably end up shooting it on stream. I think what I'll do is we will get the Great One to spawn. And then I'll do a live stream that's like 2 or 3 hours like our normal ones, where we see if we can get something else to spawn alongside him. And then we will shoot the Great One and everything else that we got to spawn during that stream all at once. I think that would be incredible. I think that could be really cool. Oh yeah, but that's better, Manny, than being able to just get respawns instantly without claiming anything. I would much rather people get a chance to shoot the same animal twice than people being able to, like, kill 100+ red deer in 30 minutes by not claiming them. Like, that is almost like a shortcut to the grind. Being able to take a shot again on something else that you messed up, I don't think that's as big of a deal. I don't like either, personally, but I would rather that than people being able to just kill hundreds of animals in, like, an hour or two. Because as a content creator where I can't really do that, it's, I see that as just taking a shortcut to something that I'm trying to do the right way. I claim like 98 or 99% of the red deer that I take down, so when somebody's just like shooting all of them and not claiming anything and killing, you know, like 3 times the amount that I can in the same amount of time, to me, it just seems like they're taking a shortcut to the same thing that I'm trying to achieve, you know? That's a big mythical. Honestly, this is the way to go, though. Like, just hunting 3 zones? We're making great time doing that. And we're getting a good amount of stags here every run, too. Like, we're not really running out of shootable stags. Gosh, how do we not hit him? Unfortunate, he's gonna run quite a ways away. Yeah, I think we got all of them. Oh yeah, I'm the same, Jonah, and I mean, leaving a couple isn't a big deal, but I'm talking about the people that leave every single one. That I'm not the biggest fan of because that's definitely not intended. That definitely just seems like taking a shortcut on the grind. I don't mind it if people leave like 1 or 2 here and there, just because they didn't hit them vitally. I do the same. Like if let's say I shoot like 30 red deer in a run and I miss the vitals on 2 of them, I'll leave those 2, but then I'll claim the other 28. That I don't necessarily mind, but it's the people that leave everything. I missed an 8. Yeah, unfortunately he didn't give me a good shot. This 6 should have died pretty quickly. We saw him losing HP pretty fast. What happens when you don't claim? You still get respawns. I know they plan to fix that at some point, but it's unfortunate that it's something people can do. Totally don't have 21 mil. Yeah, Johnny. Totally don't. I swear, Johnny, you have probably some of the highest money I've seen in a while. Hey, Graham, it's going good. I also do want to clarify real quick that I'm not faulting anybody that does do the not claiming method. Like, if you're not a content creator, it's not as big of a deal, but as a content creator, I definitely feel like I can't do that, so whenever I see people doing it, it does definitely seem like they're just taking a shortcut that I can't take, so it's like, well, they've got somewhat of an advantage over what I'm able to do because I can't just leave them all since I am a content creator. it's not a good look to, like, leave everything when you're streaming, you know? Like, I don't fault people for doing it, it's just something that I don't necessarily see it as fair, and so I hope they fix it at some point. As you guys know, I am all for things in the game being done the way that they were meant to be done, and obviously finding the fastest ways to do things as they were meant to be done. What's my FOV? It should be like 80, I believe, Fusion. I think I have it set to 80 at the moment. I like a wider field of view. Yeah, exactly, Travis. You lose a lot of money when you don't claim them. And, like, especially if you don't have a ton of money, that can be really rough. Because, like, you're still taxing diamonds, you're still using ammo, you're still resetting the time, so you do lose money if you do it that way. Yeah, exactly, Johnny. Like, they really need to add more stuff to purchase with cash. Right now, there's not a lot of options once you've got all the guns. Game definitely needs some more stuff to purchase. We're out of emote slots at the moment, Benjamin. We need to get to 300 members before we'll be able to get another emote slot. And I think, unfortunately, the gifted memberships are going to expire soon. And so we're probably going to drop like 50 members. So it'll probably be a while before we get another emote slot. We'll still keep all the slots that we have earned since we filled them up, but I don't think we'll get any new ones anytime soon unless we can break 300 before the gifted ones expire. Though I suppose Way of the Hunter is probably going to be a pretty crazy time for the channel as well, so maybe Way of the Hunter will bump us up to 300 so we can get a new emote slot. Yeah, that would be cool, Johnny. That would be really cool. And honestly, that would be a really good way to kind of use up some of the money in the game. Because at this point, most players have a lot of money built up. A lot of the veteran players, at least, have a ton of money built up. Welcome back, Caitlin. Yeah, I agree, Robert. It's one of the reasons I haven't been too into the bear grind. Between that and just the fact that bears are not fun to grind, it's just, it really turned me off from grinding them. Like, I've found that red deer are just so much more fun for me, and that's why I've been streaming red deer grinding. I've been doing the black bear grind off and on off stream, but I just don't enjoy it the way I enjoy other stuff. Yeah, Jake, starting August 12th, I'll be able to stream Way of the Hunter. And I will be streaming a ton of it because I love that game so much. I am incredibly happy with the game. And super excited to get to show it to you guys soon. Yeah, Jordan, I was there when he, shortly after he stacked them. I stop and I buy streams every once in a while whenever I get the, chance to. It's unfortunate because we stream at roughly the same time, so I don't get to jump in his streams too often. But I like to whenever I can. Since I think me and him are probably the most similar grinders that I can think of. I haven't grinded Great Ones as often as he does, but we've got very similar styles of grinding, so it's interesting to kind of see what each of us does that we might be able to, like, add into our own grinds to improve. Nice, Benjamin. That's not bad. 30 bears a run is good. Yeah, QCK. I think, without obviously revealing too much, just based off of what they've shown in the dev diary, That's pretty much all I could talk about. I think the lodges in Way of the Hunter are the perfect size for what the game is. You don't need a Call of the Wild sized lodge in Way of the Hunter. It's pretty good the way it is. Since it is a realism focused game and it's not an arcade style game. Obviously in Call of the Wild we have big lodges because we get diamonds and rares all the time. But Way of the Hunter is more focused on realism, so I think the lodge size is really good for Way of the Hunter. It's right about where it needs to be. And I don't know if you guys heard in the dev diary talking about the lodges, but the lodges are in the map. The lodges are in the reserve themselves. So each reserve is going to have a lodge. They talked about that in Dev Diary 3. And so it's quite different from Call of the Wild's lodges. And the lodges will be free with the base game, so amazing. Amazing stuff. Oh, definitely, Turkey, definitely. iBuy's got a lot of them. Like, he has a ton of great ones. I believe 25? He's killed 25. 1 bear, and then I think he said 9 red deer, and then the rest were whitetail. And then he's got 2 more bears on his map currently. Absolutely insane. Do we need a main menu again? I can't remember if we did that. Not sure, Sebastian. I don't think they've talked about that yet. Nice, Hunter. That's awesome, dude. Yeah, that's the mythical that we missed last time. What you guys will probably notice is the deer that are first to their zones are always the ones that you didn't shoot on the previous run. That is something you will notice quite a bit. And the ones that are late to their zones are the respawns from the ones that you killed. That's one of the biggest things that I've noticed. Yeah, Fear, that is a rare. The mixed feral goats are rare. Thank you, CJO. I was so shocked when I saw that thing. Wait till you see the video today. The way that it happened was so perfect. You know, I was just relaxing, watching a Kill Clinton stream, and then BAM! That guy showed up out of nowhere. And I wait to show you guys the video today in exactly an hour and 7 minutes, in fact. Hour and 7 minutes until the video goes live. Oh, I wish, Caitlin. Imagine actually getting a super rare mountain hare. That'd be crazy. Mountain hare are so difficult to hunt. Getting a super rare of those would be insane. It's a piebald-anistic? It definitely is, Johnny. It's a piebald-anistic super great rare one. Whoa, buddy, calm down there. Yeah, that's right. Down you go. Nerd. Albipiistic? Yes, exactly, Dill. What do you mean, Fusion? What do you mean by 30 minutes late? Yeah, guys, be sure to watch the video today. It's gonna be a crazy one. And I don't say this lightly. It is the greatest trophy I've ever killed. I have killed a lot of crazy stuff in the past, but this is the best trophy I think I've ever killed. Oh, yesterday's video. Gotcha, Fusion. They kind of talked about it a little bit, Aiden. They didn't specify rares. They said that there would be various fur types. Somebody asked them in the Discord if there would be rare fur types, and they said, yes, there will be multiple fur types, or fur variations. But they didn't specifically say rares in the reply, so I'm unclear whether or not it means rares. I imagine there will be. We'll have to see, though. I'm sure they'll talk about more in the future. Yeah, CJO, your trophy was crazy. Duxton, thank you so much for the super chat, dude. Really appreciate it. In Way of the Hunter, can you have multiple lodges if you can say? I mean, they talked about in the dev diary today, each reserve has a lodge. I believe it's only one, though. I'm not 100% sure, though. But they showed it off in the dev diary. There's a lodge in every reserve. Thank you for the super chat, though. Really appreciate it, my dude. Come on, Mr. Great One, show up, please. There's 2 we can shoot. So 3. All right, not bad. 3 of them we can take down. Yeah, that's kind of what it seems like from the dev diary, Johnny. However, since it's a per reserve thing, I think there'll still be plenty of room. Like I was saying earlier, Way of the Hunter is not going to be the type of game where you need like a Sasika Safari type of lodge. Like, the game's going to be realistic. It's not going to be like Call of the Wild. Oh, definitely, Caitlin. I recommend, guys, if you haven't, check out the newest dev diary from Nine Rocks Games. It shows off the trophy lodges in Way of the Hunter. And it even shows off some of the actual taxidermy mounts and what they'll look like. So, I'd recommend checking it out. Though I will be doing a video talking about it tomorrow. Going to cover the dev diaries in tomorrow's video. If I can get them recorded today, at least. Because there's a lot of cool stuff in them. If I'm being honest, John, I don't think Ultimate Hunting can live up to the hype of Ultimate Hunter. My gosh, I literally just said the same game. I don't think that Ultimate Hunting will be better than Way of the Hunter at all. Way of the Hunter is that far above and beyond anything I've ever seen in my entire time playing games. I am incredibly impressed with it. Yeah, Turkey. Great one on the way, hopefully. Couple big males down, so maybe. It's a perk, Joseph. They're not even close to being alike hypified, so I can't really even judge that. They're not the same kind of game. Call of the Wild's an arcade type of hunting game that's fast-paced and lots of big trophies. Way of the Hunter is a realistic game, and obviously I can't say much more than that, but they're not comparable. They are 2 vastly different games, and therefore I don't think one is better than the other, because they're not trying to achieve the same thing. They're quite different. Not really Revive. We haven't had anything too insane recently. Except for that missed shot right there. That was great. We're moving up in the world. Missing shots that are easy. Although that's nothing new for us. 14, Ebron. I don't know if I can answer that, QCK. Jeez, we're seeing tons of big mythicals, but no diamonds from just grinding these 3 zones. Oh, right as I say that. How's it going, buddy? You're looking mighty fine there, sir. Dude, he literally just pushed the one that I needed. And because of that, I couldn't get it. Oh gosh, everything's jumping in front of our shots. This is going terribly. It's going so wrong so fast. Die already, jeez. You silly red deer. Just hit the ground already. Gosh, these silly red deer. Grind ruined, I know. Crazy, right? My entire grind will now unravel, and we will never see a diamond again. Yeah, Tiger, we've been talking about that today. There's our diamond. We actually just got finished talking about it. No, Norwegian, we have not. Definitely QCK. I mean, we don't even know when they're gonna reset the maps again. Hard to say when they'll do that again. What is rare for Blue Wildebeest? Crowned and Albino, I believe. Okay, I think it's time we start branching out. We've been hunting these zones pretty heavily, and it looks like they're finally starting to slow down with spawns. It's time to go to the others. I don't think I did, Johnny. I haven't been able to watch any of the stuff in Discord. I woke up and then went straight to getting breakfast and coffee and then on to stream. I've already got that, Kyle. I've already maxed out my lodges. Because I do YouTube content, most of my lodges were already filled. I think I only had like 2 lodges available when I started this red deer grind, and one of them's already filled with diamond red deer. And I still have like hundreds of trophies in my trophy manager that I haven't been able to put up in a lodge because there's just no room for them. It was like a breakfast stir-fry, Smalls. It was like egg, cheese, avocado, peppers, like stuff like that. It was so good. My wife makes some amazing breakfasts. Thank you, CJO, and I don't mind you mentioning Kill Clinton in here. You can say his name. I don't mind it. Kill Clinton's the homie. Hey, Destiny, how's it going? Is gold rare for blue wildebeest? No, that would be an uncommon. Good old grill kitten. Indeed. Nice, Crazy. That's awesome. Congrats. Congrats on that trophy. Alright. To float or not to float? That is the question. He's moving. I bet he's gonna float. Yeah, it is fun. There is a limit of 5 per lodge in Call of the Wild. 5 lodges for each of them. And I don't have any room anymore. Like, all of mine are filled. Which is why we're being pretty selective on what we tax for this red deer grind. Oh, it's definitely sliding. It's gonna float. I'm not even worrying about that. We'll come get it once it's done floating, because it's definitely gonna float all the way over here. Is cinnamon rare for brown bear? No, it's not. Cinnamon is just a common. Ooh, mythical. What's going on there, thick boy? How you doing? Do you mind, dropping onto the ground? Please and thank you. "100% Davis. Tiabaroa is a million times better than Quattro. Quattro is pretty terrible for red deer this update. It's, down there with Hirschfelden, honestly. What? We got a random 7 in this zone? I haven't had a shootable red deer here in, like, 50 runs. No joke. It's been, like, 50 runs since one's been there that I could actually take down. That's strange. But that kind of shows you guys what happens if you only hunt a couple zones. They spread out eventually. Which is why I normally don't do it, but I wanted to try it out this time around. Parquet is like the new Quattro, pretty much fusion. I think right now it's Tiawaroa, then Parquet, then Quattro, then Hirschfelden. When it comes to how good they are. No, why? Dude, we keep getting floaters. Oh, gosh. Well, we'll have to get him later. Oh, yeah, there's been some interesting ones, Caitlin. There's been some interesting Kill Clinton typos over the years. It depends, Fisher. Some zones, when you delete them, will, like, disappear and move to a different area. Other ones just come back to the same spot, so it really depends on what zone it happens in. Like, are you talking about hunting feed zones, Daniel? I mean, that could be kind of interesting if it's that good. The thing that I want to know, though, is can I get as many red deer on Hirschfelden as I can on Tiawaroa? If I can kill them just as fast on Hirschfelden, I'd be down to try it out. But I'm pretty big on doing whatever's the quickest when it comes to grinds, so if it's not as fast as Tiawaroa, then I probably won't do it. Oh, really, Johnny? That's wild. You can? I mean, maybe we'll have to give it a try then. Might have to try it out. Question is, hunting them as heavily as I do, would they start moving around quite a bit? And if they did, where would they end up moving to? Like, I got a lot of questions relating to it. We might have to try it out at some point, but I think we'll try to get a great one first before we do that. obviously try to finish this grind. 3 big males here. Just as I suspected, they've all moved here. He turned the other way! Why? That happens so often. I will go to take a shot and they will turn the other direction of where I expected them to. It's very unfortunate. This might be one of those runs where a lot of them didn't get hit vitally. We got at least 3 of them, though. Is Quattro bad? For Red Deer, it's not very good now, because it's just getting outclassed by everything else. The problem is, they didn't improve Quattro for Red Deer, but they improved everything else. They improved all the other maps for Red Deer, and that was the demise of Quattro. It's not that Quattro's bad, it's just they didn't improve it any. It's the same as it was before, and unfortunately, they move around a lot. August 12th, all things flight. August 12th at 8 a.m. is when I will be posting my first video on Way of the Hunter, and then we will live stream it at 10 a.m. And this is Pacific Standard Time, by the way. So it would be 11 a.m. Eastern Time that the first video would go up. Come on. Get out of the pile, man. Gosh, that sucks. Oh. Another thick boy. Did we get him? I don't know if we got him vitally. I don't think so. Gosh, that's unfortunate. We only got one of the big dudes. This has been a rough run. Like, we're not getting nearly as many of them as we could have. I had probably moved price. They do occasionally just randomly move. I have had quite a few occasions where I've had entire herds move without me deleting the zone, so definitely a possibility that it just moved to a new area. I'd check all the surrounding water. Oh, didn't get that guy vitally. And then the other one floated, so nothing left over here to claim. Do I still stack diamonds? Not really, Hunter. I haven't noticed anything good coming from it, so I stopped doing it. I am going to stack them one more time during this grind, though. And that is going to be whenever we get the Great One to spawn. When we get the Great One, I'm going to start up a live stream, and we are going to leave the Great One alive for the entire live stream, try to stack up as many diamonds and rares as we can, and then at the very end, shoot all of them, including the Great One. I think that'll be incredible. So that's what we're going to try and do. Did I get anything else over here? Well, let me check to see if my graphics card has been delivered yet. Doesn't look like it. Alright. Just had to real quickly check, because the second it gets delivered, I'm going to end the stream. Because I want to get that GPU installed, and that way I can test it out. Make sure it's working okay with all my recording and streaming software. Oh yeah, this guy didn't get hit vitally. That could be kind of cool, QCK, but that'd be difficult. Getting 10 stags of all different levels in one zone would be very difficult to do. That would take probably a couple days at least. This right here is my favorite mythical rack. Just look at how much mass there is on this thing. I love this rack. It's such a thick rack compared to most of the other Red Deer. I don't know why this one wasn't what they decided to do for the diamond. Like, I think that would have made a better diamond. What GPU did I get? It's a 3060 Ti. The 3060 Ti is the like best bang for your buck right now. Because it's barely any more expensive than the regular 3060, and it's got a ton more performance. And so I decided to go with that one. Because I'm pretty sure 3060 Ti, it's definitely the most affordable, like, GPU that would be considered a pretty powerful one. The way that, from what I could see, I think a 3070 is still almost $1,000, which is obviously a little too much. A little bit more than I would have liked to spend, so I went with the 3060 Ti, which is like half the price. Like, literally a 3060 Ti is half the price of a 3070. Which is kind of crazy that there's such a giant price gap. So I figured it's a no-brainer to go with the 3060 Ti, and it's still miles better than my 1070 that I'm currently using. So I think it should be a pretty good one. The only problem that I'm going to run into is the fact that my CPU is probably going to end up holding back the GPU a little bit. We might run into a little bit of bottlenecking, but I figure it's easier to upgrade. Like, the GPU is the easiest thing to upgrade at first. Like, I can upgrade the GPU, still get some extra performance out of it, and then whenever I'm able to, just upgrade my motherboard and CPU as well. But, for now, we're just doing the GPU, because at the very minimum, it should at least improve performance a bit. There's a legendary. Guaranteed troll. Gotcha, Fusion. Yeah, I had for the longest time, I had a GTX 970. Then I ended up upgrading to a 1070. And now I'm upgrading to the 3060 Ti. This will be my first ever RTX graphics card as well. Whoa! Whoa, buddy, don't run away. We need to shoot you. Oh, definitely KDP, I'm super excited. Yeah, we did get the new mouse and keyboard as well. You know what's wild, though? You guys probably remember that I had said the reason I was getting a new keyboard is because I was getting double inputs on my spacebar, where basically I'd hit space once, and it would do 2 spaces instead. And obviously that's a problem when you're typing. And so I ended up getting a new keyboard. Well, my keyboard started working fine again today, so I don't know why it randomly started working like normal again. But now it's like, well, I just bought a keyboard for no reason then. That's unfortunate. I mean, I guess at the very least I now have a backup, so... At the end of the day, it's probably still good to have another one. Because the last thing that you want when you're a content creator is to just randomly have a keyboard break, and then you have to wait a day or two before you can get a new one. So it's probably good to have a backup regardless. It just sucks that, of course, this thing started working again after I had already bought the other one and it had already been shipped. Yeah, I might need a new monitor at some point too, Johnny. I think it's just the time to upgrade. It's been like 5 or 6 years since I did major upgrades to my system. In fact, I think the only thing I upgraded last year was mouse, keyboard, and monitor. Everything else was the same that I had had from previous years. Gosh, that's a... Okay, I'm just now getting a good look at this thing. That's a big one. That's actually a big 9. I've been doing that, Davis. I just don't do it on stream because I hate grinding Black Bear. And the way I see it is, if I'm not having fun grinding the Black Bear, it wouldn't be a good live stream. Obviously, I want to stream stuff that I'm having fun with, and I think you guys prefer to watch me stream things that I'm having fun with as well. Alright, let's get this guy down. That is a big male. I think it might be the small rack, though. I can't see those brows good enough. No, this might... I don't know. We're gonna have to get close. I can't quite tell if it's got splits on the brow tines. Nice, we got the neck shot. Perfect. Love to see it. 3 more that we can kill as well. Hey, Duck, I'm doing well, man. Just smoking red deer as always. Not a good angle, but we might have got it. No, we didn't. Let's just sink a couple more into it. Oh! Accidental brain shot, maybe? I'll take it. Solves that problem. Beautiful. Love to see it. Had to real quickly drink some water. Gotta stay hydrated. That's a 4. That's a pretty big 4, honestly. Nice, Turkey. Beautiful. I don't think they can fusion. I think they said that they were having issues with it when they tried to do it, so they weren't able to actually implement it. I might be wrong there, but I'm pretty sure in the past they've said that they ran into issues when they tested it before. And that's why it's not a thing. And it's probably just not a top priority for them either. I'm sure they could get it to work if they tried enough, but it's a matter of, like, fix bugs or add keyboard and mouse support, you know? Fix bugs and add new content or keyboard and mouse support. So I think at the end of the day, it's just a matter of having to choose the priorities. Oh, true, Benjamin, true. Nailed it there. 267, big guy. That is a tax-worthy one. Love to see it. A tax-worthy red deer. Almost max weight as well. That is officially the biggest one of the day. Let's add that to the count. That's a big boy right there. Absolute giant red deer. And I gotta add the troll to the count as well. We've got 2 trolls since I updated it last, I think. Half the time I forget to add the trolls to the count. Mobile the Hunter Classic, imagine. That'd be incredible. You guys may not know this, but at one point, Call of the Wild attempted to make a mobile game. Unfortunately, it got shut down a few months after it was released because nobody played it. So that was unfortunate. I was looking forward to trying it, but it got canceled before they even released it to the United States, so I never got to play it. Feel a great one? Maybe. Let's see. Get a shot into this guy, and then we got that nice mythical there. Quick switch and... oh, wow. He spooked fast. Ooh. Oh, my gosh. Smoking him. He didn't stand a chance. Poor dude got laid flat. Where's Call of the Wild's headquarters? I believe they are in Sweden. I think it's like Stockholm, Sweden or something like that. I know it's Sweden. But, I don't know the exact place. But it's somewhere in Sweden. Interesting direction for him to run. You go to the Lodge, Jill, and then go into the Trophy Manager. Find the trophy you want to get rid of. Highlight it and click Delete. 252 diamond. Not bad. How many diamonds are we at today? I actually haven't been keeping count. We're at like, what, 7, maybe? I think we're at 7 on the day. Let me look. Guys, what does the title say? Is it 275? I think the title said 275 diamonds in total, right? We're currently at 284, so we've killed 9, I think. It looks like we've killed 9 diamonds. Okay, so yeah, we've killed 9 diamonds. Because there was that one that we just left because I hit it twice with poor shots and it just didn't die fast enough. There was that one that we left, so that one would have been the 9th. You call rare next run? Hopefully. I think we're due for a good rare. It's been a while since we've had a big rare. We've had a couple small ones recently, but nothing giant. This stream we've got a 5 and a 6 piebald. Plus 9 diamonds. And like 4 trolls. What's with these dirty shots? I don't know, Johnny. We're nailing some good ones today. And then we're also missing some of the easiest ones as well, so I guess it kind of balances out. Today's video drops in 34 minutes. Bye there, sir. Which diamond rack do I prefer? I like the big rack probably the best. I think the big rack looks the nicest. Especially the ones that score 270 plus. Those things are incredibly wide. You call red deer next run? Probably. I mean, I would imagine. Not today, Leandro. I'm still trying to figure out what I even want to do with the whitetail grand. We started it yesterday, but I don't think I like hunting them on Revontuli. I feel like I have to hunt too many locations for it to be efficient. So we're probably going to end up hunting Rancho for the Great One again, because Revontuli, they're just spread out too much. I can't hunt as fast as I'd like to. Yeah, Duck, I do. I actually fish a lot more than I do hunt in real life. Fishing's always been my favorite of the two, so I've done quite a bit of it. Oh, another legendary. Another legendary boy. Big male. Call random feral goat next run, probably. Hey, Mac, how's it going? Whoa, buddy, slow down. Slow down there, brother. That's a solid red deer, actually. That guy's pretty solid. And down he goes. That'll be diamond number 10 of the day. Believe it or not, there's not a lot of largemouth in Oregon, Jill. And I was never really much of a bass fisherman myself. I primarily fished like cold water rivers for like trout, salmon, steelhead, like stuff like that. It's definitely more relaxing, Duck. Like, I enjoy going out to fish because it's super relaxing and like exhilarating at the same time when you hook into a big fish. But yeah, there's not a lot of bass, not a lot of good bass locations in Oregon. And we don't exactly have super big bass either. Max weight, 263.50. Oh yeah, saltwater is great too, Caleb. I love fishing for like copper rockfish and greenling. Tons of fun. And also black bass. Black sea bass. They're pretty cool. That's a big boy, 263. Not quite tax worthy though, but that brings us up to 285 total diamonds. 10 on the day. That is amazing. What do you think on herd management with moose? It could be good. Probably get some results with it. Yeah, Enno. Definitely tricks me as well sometimes. Yeah, me too, Revive. I feel like trout are just like, they're a different experience. I love especially like doing ultralight tackle for trout. So much fun. For a while I was fishing with like a super ultralight, like 5'6" rod with 4-pound line, 4-pound mono. And it was so much fun. Because, like, even the smallest fish fought like crazy, and you still had to be careful with them. Lots of fun. Absolutely love it. Oh, we got all 3 of them. Amazing. Beautiful. That is what we like to see. That's all the 4s? Alright, perfect. We got all of them that time. Drop shot each and every one of them. Got a 270 red deer today. Nice, MSS, that's awesome. Or MS Sound? Nice, dude, that's awesome. No, Vertex. Sadly, I've not been able to play it. I played the first one, though. I played the first Red Dead Redemption. Enjoy that game quite a bit. Red Dead 2 looks pretty good as well. Just haven't got around to playing it because I play so much Call of the Wild. Ooh. Oh my gosh, we actually hit that. That was the last thing I expected. We actually hit the brain shot. Bro's life is Call of the Wild. It really is, Turkey. I mean, Call of the Wild's one of my favorite games of all time. Gaming has always been like a passion of mine. And now it's not only that, but also it's my job to stream and make Call of the Wild videos for you guys. And I am just incredibly happy to be where I am currently. You killing 4s now? No, Snaggy. Occasionally we'll blast a 4 here and there, but we're not like shooting all of our 4s. We just occasionally will take one out. Herd management, Aiden. I would recommend checking out the video that I posted about herd management a few days ago, because it covers all that you would need to know about it. I was like 3,750, Liam. Took a long time. Nice little level 6 there. And main menu. It's about to hit 10, so we're probably going to be able to hunt like 2 zones before we can actually... or before we'll have to reset the time. And honestly, we'll probably just hunt these last 2 zones, and then we'll probably go ahead and end the stream, since the video will be going live in 27 minutes. I think it's very fitting for the game, Tiger. As somebody who's actually played it, I can't say too much, but it is... the Lodge is perfect for the type of game that Way of the Hunter is. I guess that's the best way to put it. Holy, was that a triple heart shot? I think that was a triple heart shot. Hi later, Jordan. Thanks for dropping by, dude. Appreciate it. Gosh, that's so many big males. That's gotta be a 9. That's a mythical. So many giants this run. Oh, you love to see it. You love to see it. Nice, slaying hogs. That's awesome. Lots of giants. Jeez. Gotta kind of walk up to them so I don't spook them, though. It'll be in 25 minutes, Benjamin. 25 minutes, you guys will see the greatest trophy I've ever killed. Easily the rarest trophy I've killed, I'd say. And probably one of my favorites now. How did I not get vitals on that guy, by the way? That looked like it should have been good from that angle. Now we hit the hind. Oh, got him. Got him. He moved forward, though, but I think we still got vitals, it seems. Ah, did not quite get him good. We got a lot of them, though. Yeah, Caitlin. Yeah, Johnny. Well, I mean, you do have like a giant big rack albino mule deer. That's pretty hard to beat, you know. That right there is a pretty insane trophy. It's gonna be hard for most people to beat a giant albino mule deer like that. Level 1 black bear? Probably. The last lake of the day. Please. Please, something good. And they've already left the zone. Well, that is going to be it for this stream, guys. I hope you all enjoyed 10 diamonds and 2 piebalds during 2 hours and 30 minutes, roughly. I'd say we did pretty good today. But thank you all for being here. And stay tuned for the greatest trophy that I've ever killed. Going live in 23 minutes for an amazing video. But until then, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.